Rivers in Iran. Water is the source of life, therefore civilization was born near water. Iran, as one of the cradles of ancient civilization, developed differently. Iran is a country of deserts and mountains with a dry tropical climate. Along the coast of the Caspian Sea, subtropical continental climate is dominant. Mostly the weather is dry with occasional precipitation. Due to the dry climate, the rivers are shallow. Riverbeds are mainly filled with snow waters in the spring. Rivers flow into either the Caspian Sea, which is located in the north of the country, or into the Persian Bay, which is located in the south. The main rivers are used for irrigation of large agricultural areas. Hydroelectric power plants provide mostly for large oil refineries and other industrial sectors. So today we're going to tell you about the most beautiful and famous rivers of Iran. Zayanda Rud River. The Zagros Mountains, due to heavy snow and rain, are the birthplace of many rivers that have created life and prosperity for agriculture and animal husbandry in a large part of Iran. Zayanda Rud River originates from the northern mountains of Charmahal and Bakhtiari province and from a large catchment area around Kurang. Some of these catchments are like natural dimmer springs and some are artificially built to help fill the Zayanda Rud River. Zayanda Rud, which is known as Kurang River at the beginning of its journey, continues its way to Esfahan city after a long journey in the Charmahal and Bakhtiari and Esfahan provinces. During this trip, it irrigates many gardens and lands, and after entering the city of Esfahan, it creates a unique freshness in it. Zayanda Rud River continues its journey after Esfahan and brings life with it by passing through desert villages and cities. Zafid Rud. The largest river in Iran is Zafid Rud. The name translates as White River. The river originates from the reservoir Shabana and flows into the Caspian Sea. Zafid Rud is the most abundant river in the north of the country. With its inflows, the length of river reaches up to 720 kilometers. The river is fed both with groundwaters and rainwaters. River Kizil Uzan, an inflow of the Zafid Rud River, is one of the largest rivers in the north of Iran. The river flows to the Iranian plateau from the Zagros Mountains range. Karchek River. Karchek River, Rud-e Karchek, the third longest river in Iran after the rivers Karun and Zafid Rud, flowing in the western province of the country. It rises from the Zagros mountain range and, flowing for about 755 kilometers in a southwestward direction, reaches the Her al-Azim lagoon on the Iran-Iraq border. Bazoft River. There are many rivers in Charmahal and Bakhtiari province, most of which eventually join an unimportant river called Bazoft. Bazoft River is the largest and longest river in Charmahal and Bakhtiari, which enters Khuzestan province after travelling a long way in this province and collecting a large part of surface water. The name of this river was changed after entering Kyrgyzstan, and it became known as Karun. The Bazoft River crosses the Kershan River just before Karun 4 Dam and is known as Karun from now on. Bazoft is a beautiful river with a turquoise blue color that passes in a large part of its route away from the eyes of urban people and through deep valleys. Jajrud River. Jajrud River is one of the most important rivers of Tehran province, which originates from the Kalun Bastak mountain in Mazandaran province. After irrigating the plains of Varamin, joins the Karaj River and empties into the Andorraic Namak Lake Basin. The Latian Dam has been constructed on this river. Aras River. Aras River, or Rud-i-Aras, is the most important and the largest river in the northern section of the province of East Azerbaijan. The length of the Sed being 1,072 kilometers. The river flows near the common borders of Iran and the neighboring northwestern section, taking its source in the mountains of Goldak in Turkey. It joins the Khor River in the Republic of Azerbaijan and ultimately flows into the Caspian Sea. In classical antiquity, the river was known to the Greeks as Araxes. The Aras rises near Erzurum in Turkey and meets with the Akurian River southeast of Digor. From Digor, it flows along the closed Turkish-Armenian border and then runs close to the corridor that connects Turkey to Azerbaijan's Nakhchivan enclave. It then continues along the Iranian-Armenian and the Iranian-Azerbaijan border. Chalus River. This river takes its source in the Kandavan Mountains, which is part of the Alborz mountain range. After adjoining the Zanussi River and numerous other springs and waterfalls, and flowing through a few villages, it flows into the Caspian Sea. The river follows a beautiful course right from its source till it reaches the sea. The Kandavan Peak, Alamku Summit, Hezar Cham Valley, and springs, forests, and lush green rice fields all create a glorious painting of nature in this region. Arvand Rud. Arvand Rud is a river of some 200 kilometers in length, formed by the confluence of the Euphrates and the Tigris in the town of Al-Qurna, in the Basra Governorate of southern Iraq. The southern end of the river constitutes the border between Iraq and Iran, down to the mouth of the river as it discharges into the Persian Gulf. The Arvand Rud River flows into the townships of Khorramshahr, Abadan, and to the west of the Minu Island, Minushara. This river is known as the Shat al-Arab or Shat al-Arab in Iraq. Karen River is the largest and most water-rich river in Iran that has divided Avaz city into eastern and western halves. The length of this river is approximately 900 kilometers, which flows through Charmahal and Bakhtiari province, as well as Khuzestan province. This has been enlisted on the Natural Heritage List of Iran. The water source of the main branch of Karun is located in Zadku in Charmahal and Bakhtiari province. The most important branch, which is the Des River, rises in the Loristan Mountains.